Hi, everybody. Oh my God. We're back.
Yeah, they got to restart it all.
Yeah, 12:51 to go in the first. Power play now for the Stillwater Ponies as it continues.
Scrum forward going on here. Picked up though by the Ponies. With it is Ryan Ruski. Can't quite get it to the point. There's a shot set wide. EP player playing without a helmet.
And that'll get you a whistle.
Yep, and Jensen playing without a helmet. Looking around. 37 seconds left here on the power play for the Ponies. Taking this face off for the Eagles will be Carson Jones. Taking it Joe Steingel for the Ponies. Face off won by the Ponies. They work it out. Can't quite hold the line. That's going to force Brown to play it. Where's he going to go? He'll go over to the far side boards to Evan Murr. And again, Stillwater going backwards a little bit. Now they're working it forward here. Working it up to Tusi on the wing. Now trying to go to Wiley. Wiley trying to hold the line. He will. One last gassed effort here for the Ponies with 7 seconds left on the power play.
Nice active kill, John, by the Eden Prairie Eagles. Now they have a chance.
Jones shot save again by Brown.
Brown's been really busy here in the early going, making some big saves. Carson Jones comes back off that penalty kill, and there's that chance in on goal. As you see, Brown holds his ground, gets the pillows down on the ice, and does what he has to do. Face off to his left.
Face off won by the Ponies. We're going to get it up. It's going to be number 9. Wells playing. That's up off to the bench here.
Hit the glass behind the Stillwater bench. So we'll face that off in the neutral zone with 11:37 to go. EP has a 6-1 shots on goal advantage so far here in the early going.
It's going to be John Middlestat for the Eagles taking this face off against number 9, Alexander Wells, and Middlestat wins it. Gets it out here. That's Cameron Langfels, number 42, and Middlestat draws a penalty here on the Ponies.
Take a look at this one.
It's going to happen as he's going for the puck there.
Down they go. That's going to get you 2, and that evens it up 1-1 in the penalty category.
You know, we talked about the Ponies power play, the Eagles power play just under 28%. Stillwater on the penalty kill, 86%. So we had one last night that Holy Angels we thought was high. 86 is pretty good too in high school hockey.
I don't care what level. If you're killing penalties at that rate, you're doing a nice job.
That's Middlestat there with a drop pass. Nice drop pass to Jensen. Jensen full head of steam coming at you. He won't be able to get a stick on it. Brown rebound gives up an opportunity, but Middlestat couldn't quite bury that one.
Brown looking behind, thought that was in for a second there.
Now that's Holt. Holt works it over to Luke Middlestat. Nice little back door, back and forth there. Jensen plays it out. There's Middlestat with it now. To Holt. Holt fires shot just wide on the mark there, and Jensen there to keep the puck alive. And very active power play here for the Eagles.
Liking the 1-Ts from up high. Got to put those on net, as we all know, for your young kids at home. But when you do, sometimes it's a little more difficult to be successful with it. You'll see right here, they'll get it over to Holt on the near side as they'll leave it off first. Oh, that's the back end of it. Sorry, the long shot from up high was gobbled up there by Brown as he hangs on now.
So Carson Jones wins the faceoff for the Eagles on the power play, gets it out to Rudrud. And now the Eagles start to cycle through their offense again. Rudrud has it. Back up to the point. Nice little one-timer there. Shot set wide by Keegan Langfels. Langfels. Get it out to Smith. Back to Langfels. Now they're working it back around to Jones. Out here to Rudrud. Rudrud has has it now. Nice rink wide pass. There's a low shot. Deflected away. Forced to play. Now Garrett Smith. Eagles trying to set back up in their formation here. 23 seconds left on the power play for the Eagles. There's a shot, saving it. A flash into leather again is Jesse Brown early on here. And Pete, it's almost like that bus ride helped the Eagles a little bit, because they're coming out. They're coming out with all the pace right now.
You know, maybe they're a little rested, John, but. You could say that. I mean, it wasn't like they were riding in, chitty chitty bang bang. I mean, They had a nice coach bus. So, I mean, they probably could have watched 2 full movies by the time they got here.
They probably could have middle stat with it. Now that's Luke trying to get a shot. He'll cycle it back through center pass. Shot save. Good movement. Rebound is out. Still loose in the crease area. And it's going to be picked up and covered by the Ponies.
John Middlestead tried to tuck that in off the corner of the post. You'll see this one on the replay as they come around to the back door here, and you'll see the pad of Browns was left a little bit of daylight. The puck then trickles across the blue paint. A skate gets in the way of that. I think that was Rudrud that crashed down, or is that Wilhire Smith that was down in the blue paint? They nearly had themselves their first goal of the game. 1 second on the power play, 9:26 to go in the period.
Very good penalty kills for both teams here to start the game off. That'll kill it off. The Eagles have to touch up for offsides. Now Ronnie Donner playing it for the Ponies. They're working it out here. Nice breakout pass to Raleigh. And an icing against the Ponies here with 9:10 to go.
Back into the Pony zone we go, their territory. And the Eagles will play with tempo. And the thing about them is they'll keep coming at you all 3 periods. That's the one thing that the Ponies are going to have to deal with. From the Eagles is that continuous onslaught off the end boards and the rush. They do a good job mixing up their offensive looks into the zone.
Stansbury took the face off. It's won by the Ponies, though. Pinched in by Cameron Langfels. Couldn't quite hold the line. Now it's back out to Ardensinger. Behind his own net there of Bullis. Gets the pass up to Kresbach, but couldn't hold it. Now they'll regroup here behind the net. Cameron Langfels with it. For the Eagles, can't quite clear the zone. And the Ponies pick it up. Out in front, that's easily.
Shallow angle, but a tough stop there for Bullis. You see a lot of goaltenders bail on that post. He didn't.
Shot. Oh, they score right off of that. We'll see how that happened. It looked like it got deflected up in front. Right in front of Bullis here. We'll see how that happened. And the Ponies up 1-0.
It almost looked like his own player provided the good old moving screen, and that is just a nightmare for goaltenders.
And we'll see who gets credit for the goal. I couldn't quite tell from the angle here. It looked like it could have been tipped right in front of the net there, but we'll see. Oh, here's an opportunity. Rudrud shot. He scores! Spencer Rudrud ties it back up.
Boy, they wasted no time there. Rudrud gets sprung on a breakaway, and he just hangs onto it and snipes top shelf. Look at that. Pulls it from the backhand to the forehand, the right-handed shot. Top glove. We're tied at 1.
Just like that. What was that, about 10, 15 seconds later, and we're
tied
up? Yeah, 10, 15 seconds later, we're tied right back up. Now Middlestat has it. That's John Middlestat, number 9 for the Eagles. Trying to play it back around, working it around Joe Raleigh. Can't quite hold the line for the Ponies. There's another good shot. Distance shot, though, by Garrett Smith.
Shots are 12-3 now. They're mounting.
Little bit of a lopsided there. Rudrud looking for his second goal already. Couldn't quite pull the trigger, though. Keegan Langfels couldn't quite hold the line for the Eagles. Forced to retreat back and played it over to Luke Middlestead. Back to Langfels. Langfels trying to play it up to Rudrud. It is tipped, so no icing, and the Eagles will change. Giving control now to Murr for the Ponies. Tried to go rink wide, couldn't quite do it. And an icing here with 7:24 to go.
It's about midway through the first period so far. Teams have exchanged goals. The Eagles have done a nice job in the offensive zone so far tonight. Had plenty of chances. Brown has shut the door. It's been really good stuff. Schultz will take that draw and put it in on goal. Turned aside.
Given back now. Here we go. Back to it. There's Easley with it. He had it lost in the neutral zone. Eagles can't quite control it. Easley will pick it back up. He'll look. Shot blocker side save.
Sinker.
There.
Brad Radke is back in play.
Yeah, the only difference, though, that ball didn't go about 350 feet.
In the first inning.
Yes.
He was a good pitcher. Layoffs.
And an icing there.
Do we need to tell everybody, because we had our audio goofed up here to start the game, do we need to tell everybody exactly why you're doing play-by-play?
No. I
think we do.
I think most of them, if they've
I think
seen
we do.
the
I think
broadcast here,
I think they do.
especially a Tonka Moorhead one, everyone knows why.
Well, did you see the YouTube chirps?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm even any good at it, but the best cameraman in the business, Todd Grover's not here. Amy Rapp has got the feet up on the ottoman. She's great, not doing it. Nothing. They want nothing to do with that traffic.
Nope.
Then I get stuck with you, and then I got to put you on the mic.
Well, I mean, at least I was willing to come out here.
Duly noted and appreciated. You're a baller. Well done. It was a fun car ride, though.
Oh yeah. And coming back to it now, Batchelder. He holds on to it now. Batchelder gets it out to the point to Langfels. He loses the line, and now the Eagles forced to retreat to the neutral zone. Langfels will send it in.
Ooh. Love those bouncers, buddy.
Yeah, because it's hard for the goalie sometimes because you can never truly tell just how it's going to bounce.
You have to close up on the first bounce. If you don't, the thing can take off, almost like a fumbled football. You never know where it's going to go.
Hard hitting continues here. Jones going to give chase. Laid the lumber, too, while he's at it. And the Ponies will come out with it with Roski. And now back over the Eagles, trying to catch the Ponies on a change. Couldn't quite get there. Middlestead with a shot saved by Brown.
Hit the replay on that, will you? Nice job here by the Ponies. I just want to point this out. How you'll see the Eagles go D to D, and they had some room, but the change was so efficient and so quick. You can see how quickly they got out and across, and they took away options. That was well done. You know, you have the younger teams when you're working with the Pee-wees. It's a concept that sometimes takes a bit to catch on. We finally get to this level. That's how you do it right there. That was good stuff.
And
we're talking about changes here.
Yeah, it's
at the MNHockey.tv. Do you even get that with Greenlay? I don't think so.
No.
No chance. You get nothing but excuses.
Yes. We try not to make excuses here. It's not our style. Trying to work it back around here now. Murr gets it up. That looks like it's going to be number 22, Wasco. Wyatt Wasco for the Ponies. Trying to hold the line there, but couldn't quite do it. Couldn't Murr. Now they're forced to retreat into the neutral zone. And it will be offsides against the Eagles here with 4:47 to go.
Real close there.
You know, I've talked about it before. Kind of classic looks in Minnesota high school hockey. This is another one here, the red and the gray of Stillwater.
It's a one of a kind. Nobody works it. You know, I mean, it's kind of their thing. They all have the same last name. It's all one family, Stillwater.
Yep.
That's part of the deal here, kind of like the Golden Gopher, PJ Fleck, and the culture.
And I know it'll never happen.
Oh, look out.
As we get a streaking in, Jack Jensen shot saved there by Brown. Take a look at that one.
17-4 now, 18-4 if you include that one. Eagles are just pelting the net that is being owned by Brown of Stillwater. was a great play in the neutral zone by Jensen to fish that one and pull it out. And then the quick shot on goal by Wilhite. Try to go wickets there.
And what I was trying to say is, you know, I know it'll never happen in high school hockey, but, you know, I wish that teams could just choose what colors they wear. So if a home team wants to wear a whatever color,
we got a scoring chance there, buddy.
Shot, score right between 5-hole and goal. Is that going to be a goal for Jensen, or was it deflected right in front of Brown?
Jack Jensen got it clean. There was turnover slot. They had some good chances there.
Here's a look at
and here they go.
Jensen goes 5-hole, and it's 2-1 just like that for Eden Prairie.
You could just feel that thing coming there. You had the Stillwater Ponies. They had their feet pointing east-west, not north-south, and they're in tough position there. And then Jensen finally gets it. He knows what to do with it. Buries, and they pick up the lead.
Jensen's team leading 25th goal of the season. And now the Eagles played with even a little bit more pace to it here as they now lead this thing by a goal. And now the Ponies come out with it. Number 34, Gunnar Arns. Trying to play it up and clear it out. Couldn't quite do it. Now the Ponies hold on to it. With Roski, nice little drop pass shot saved there by Bullis into the corner. He deflected it with his pads. Working it back around to the side of the net.
Ooh, Argensinger got away with one there. A little interference, cross check, if you will, off the side of the cage.
Middlestad gets it up to
Lilliard.
Lilliard, yeah. And now the Ponies will try to clear it here. Working it around with Murr into the neutral zone. Murr goes, he'll dump it down, and then he'll go off for a change. And now Langfels plays it up and picked off by the Ponies, though. And that is Linsky, who had it momentarily for the Ponies, and the Eagles now making the Ponies retreat. Once again, we saw that a little bit here early in the game, and then a little, not so much now, but now the Eagles doing a good job there. Another shot.
Well, it was a really good forecheck off the end boards by Stillwater there moments ago. Eagles defense, though, do a nice job to fight that off, and here they are in transition.
With Stansberry. Stansberry will dump it in. Picked up by Carson Jones.
Stansberry looked at the official like, what?
No icing there.
That was just a good battle there. That's sort of like in the NFL when you have a D-back and the receiver going for the ball and they're all over each other and they just let it go.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing there. My, how that's changed.
Easily. Shot, score! Look at that sharp angle shot. And we're tied at 2.
Watch Isley right here. He's just going to get a great angle on Bullis. Rang it in off the post, off the far side. The right-hand shot. Holds a deep, tough angle there as that one caroms in, and we're knotted up at 2.
Off one. Prairie gonna be. Oh, the Eagle guy goes into the bench.
Oh, look at that. That's Smith trying to coach like his father. Yeah, he got buried into the bench. It was beautiful.
Already gets shots.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't see that very often. And
not
if that's
anymore.
the show, they're going to hold on to you for a while, and they're going to say, how you going? How's she going?
(19-7) shots here now. And Eden Prairie's mounted. They got 2 to go on the board. In their 19 shots, Stillwater has 7, and they got 2 to go in past Bullis.
Shooting percentage is being won by the Ponies. But the all-important scoreboard knotted at 2.
Middlestad tried to center and pass. No one was home, but the Ponies were there. Finally, here's in transition. Here come the Ponies. Shot saved. Bullis into the corner. He knocks it away. And now that's going to give Ardensinger a chance to break it out with his And Garrison, they're going to say offsides there.
They got him right at the line there. 1:19 to go in the second period. Nice job up the right side by the Eagles. They got it out of the zone in a hurry. You know what? They're showing no ill effects of the long bus ride at all. They've got some good tempo to their strides here tonight. You see that right offside on the line there.
Just a little offsides there. And Jensen's going to lose that face-off. But
Rarity. He doesn't lose a lot of them.
That he does not. Coming back away with it now, Wilhite. Wilhite will send it in. And it's going to be picked up behind the net there by Murr. And quickly turned over. Jensen wins that loose puck battle. But couldn't quite get the... he was looking to go to Wilhite. Wilhite couldn't quite get a stick on it. And now in transition, here come the Ponies with it with Ronnie Donner. And it's quickly turned back to the Eagles with Middlestat working it up to Jensen. Onside it stays. Nice little tic-tac-toe. And we have a whistle as Jensen scores himself into the back of the net.
Patrick. No, that would be 2 for him.
Yep.
No penalty, no infraction on that play. By far the emptiest I've ever seen this building.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of people making the trek out for this one.
I think I did the Hounds in here last year. That was quite the game.
I did a game here last year too. It was the Fire and the Ponies in that one. Keegan Langfels plays it up. Here's Jensen with an opportunity. Shot, he scores! Nick Jensen, 5-holing in.
The dangle fest is full on for Jack Jensen. Holy smokes. There he is right there. Just shrugs a man off and just protects the puck and forces it through, basically. And the Eagles recapture the 3-2 lead. The goals are coming quite a bit here tonight.
1-goal lead early for the late here. Early in the game in terms of period-wise. Late in the game, 18 seconds to go here in the first period. And that's the one thing that a lot of coaches preach. They don't want to lose the last 30 seconds.
First minute, last minute. Shifts after goals, the whole deal.
There's a shot saved by Brown. Puck comes out loose, and that's going to do it. End of the first period. The Eden Prairie Eagles 3. Stillwater Ponies 2.
Well, it was a good period by the Eden Prairie Eagles out of the chute, and a good response by the Stillwater Ponies as they went goal for goal until the very end of the period. And right there you saw Jack Jensen finish to give his club the 3-2 lead as they will take that into the intermission. We're trying to move things along as quickly as I heard one of the Ponies kids suggest, he said something about homework. And I'm like, you had about 5 hours after school now to do it, but okay. Boy, they've got the built-in excuse now, don't they? They can get away with it. I know I would have worked it, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a quick time out here. When we come back, we're going to have more high school hockey here from the St. Croix Rec Center in lovely Stillwater, Minnesota. Couldn't find a better place to be. I'd like to remind you once again that tonight's coverage is presented in part by Tria Insurance Unlimited. And also we're going to hear now from Green Mill. By the way, I had a deep dish from them on the Super Bowl Sunday. I should have gotten to because it was buried by everybody that was there quickly. Let's check it out right now. We'll hear about Green Mill and their great sports bar. We'll continue with high school hockey action. Eden Prairie leads Stillwater by a score of 3-2 right here at the MNHockey.tv. High school hockey continues for between periods. A great season as always, as we're high school hockey is at its finest here at MNHockey.tv. And we're joined by Dan Werner, the general manager of the Green Mill in Eden Prairie. And I'm in a newly, well, shall I say, remodeled, renovated restaurant that no longer feels like a pizza joint. It feels like a sports bar in here, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of throw out the old kind of venue in a sense of making more of a family restaurant. We still are able to option the family-style restaurant, but we wanted to kind of classify it as more of a sports bar. So we upgraded. We got 16 brand new TVs, more of a bar sitting area, and we played the sound for most games. So we definitely invite those of you that are into games and watching those things to join us for that. So
Is it just this location for Green Mill, or all of them changing to this?
A lot of them are being remodeled. Those that are phased out at 20 years old. This restaurant right here is 27 years old, and it had never been retouched for a remodel. So it was due. We are franchised, therefore corporate stores are kind of, in a sense, on their own and what they want to remodel and go that route. But, yeah.
In terms of your menu, we were talking about that too. So no longer is it pizza, but you've got a full menu of which you say is selling quite well.
Yeah, definitely. We have an array of pastas. We have limited time offers. This month alone, we have a limited time pasta offer. So we come out with new pastas every month. Right now, it's buy 2 pastas, get a free bottle of wine. So we do a lot of appetizers, wings, pizzas, pastas. We got different types of happy hour appetizers, things like that. Yeah.
So you buy 2 pastas and you're getting a free bottle of wine to go with it. That is fantastic. Yep. That's incredible. Now, another thing you said, I just live up the road. You're on the corner of, from a more global scale, the corner of Flying Cloud Drive and Prairie Center Drive. You turn and just go west a couple blocks, and you're right there on the corner.
Just behind Walmart.
And that's Commonwealth. That's the main road, just behind Walmart. This is kind of the core, the heart of the retail area of Eden Prairie, which is hopping, of course. Easy to get to, but if you want to eat from home, and I know we have a lot of Eden Prairie families and people in the area, Bloomington too. I don't know what your delivery area is, but it's just not pizza that you're delivering here.
No, we deliver full menu. As long as you are in the surrounding of Eden Prairie, we deliver to all of Eden Prairie. We go to some businesses that are in Minnetonka, so I urge you, if you are kind of on the outskirts, certainly give us a call, give me chat with me. We do a lot of business delivery. But yeah, as long as you're in Eden Prairie, full menu.
Take advantage of that for sure. How about as far as functions, teams, and celebrations? What do you have in play for that?
Certainly. We do have a lot of sporting events here when it comes to end-of-the-year parties. Hockey teams, we definitely do Eden Prairie High School sports. They always have their parties here. Just about every Saturday we get the little guys, little league guys in here. We do fundraisers as well. So I do urge, if you are in the sports kind of association within Eden Prairie, we give 20% back on all fundraising. So that's a good way to support your community and kind of focus on the cost of that stuff.
And so in terms of how that looks, does that be, for instance, like there's a day for baseball or football or hockey, whatever, if it's whatever day you guys choose, 20%, do you have to make like a note to say, hey, I'm with Eden Prairie baseball or hockey? Is that how it works?
Yeah, certainly. We provide the vouchers, so I urge you again, give me a call. Again, I can walk anybody through that, any team manager. It's certainly a good way to fundraise and build kind of take some of them costs away for some of the association.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then you also said that you're a part of some of the other teams, Nordic and other. Can you touch on what you're doing with the other EP sports teams as well, it's in terms of promotion? Yeah,
certainly. So my goal is to really, support the community, and by that is anything within the high school and middle schools and elementary schools. So I support the Nordic ski team. We promoted with them, so they got the little cards with deals on them, 5 off 25 with that, as well as the boys and girls basketball teams. So we do some promotions with that inside their advertising and booklets. So we feed the teams for kind of free in a sense of that and a little trade. So
that's great stuff. Dan Werner, your general manager of Green Mill here in Eden Prairie. Give us your official address and website.
It's 8266 Commonwealth Drive here in Eden Prairie. You can find us at greenmill.com. Just search for Eden Prairie.
We'll be calling for delivery this week for sure, my friend.
Certainly. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We'll be back with more high school hockey right after this.
I'm Callie Funk. I'm the program director for the Herb Brooks Foundation, and I've been with the foundation since January of 2017, so a little over a year and a half. I think that Herb Brooks would be very proud of the program. He always talked about building it from the ground up, and I think that's exactly what we're doing here. We're having youth participate, and they can start whenever they'd like, and we're not trying to make that pyramid. We're trying to just keep the base growing all the way up, and I think he'd really be proud of what we're doing here.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rep program over 10 years ago to give the kids a chance to play the game my dad loves so much. Our Rink Rep program is supposed to be fun. at it, smile. Remember, it's just a game. Get out and exercise. Play all year round. Play on the ice, play in your driveway, play at school. We just hope that you love the game.
So we really try to emphasize the importance of Herb Brooks and the 1980 Miracle team within our program. Herb Brooks stood for a lot of different valuable life lessons, and so we really want to instill the importance of positivity, teamwork, and really coming together as a team in order to meet one common goal.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rat program over 10 years ago. We started it to really keep my dad's legacy alive with children. His philosophy always was to give the game back to the kids and learn to love the game the way he grew up playing, and that was with his buddies out on Lake Phelan, playing street hockey, just those pickup games. And we wanted to have that atmosphere built in for these young children instead of structured association hockey. We wanted to get the kids back playing. At the end of the Rink Rat session, we hope kids take away from the program, number one, friends. I hope they made friends and had fun. And we hope they have a true love for the game, the way that we love the game. We have had several kids go on to play association hockey from our inner city Rink Rat program. We've educated parents on how to enroll their kids in association hockey. Some of them didn't even know there was such a thing.
So we currently are mostly involved in Minneapolis, and that's all areas in Minneapolis. We have a couple schools in North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, Northeast, and in St. Paul. Last winter we were working out of Phelan, Harding, and the new Tria rink in St. Paul. So we really try to cover a broad area so that we can include as many kids as possible. So the best way I think to reach out and get involved would be to visit our website, herbrooksfoundation.com. You can find all of our information about the Rink Rats programs, any clinics we have in the spring or summer or fall. You can also find contact information for the foundation, as well as many different links to pictures, events such as the Sticks in Stillwater, the golf tournament, Let's Play Hockey Expo, and there's also a good following for our volunteer base as well.
All right, welcome back inside. All right, welcome back inside the St. Croix Valley Rec Center here for high school hockey here on mnhockey.tv. After one period, the Eagles lead here by a goal. And Pete, what's your thoughts here on the first period. What does Stillwater have to do to claw their way right back in this thing?
Well, Stillwater's got some skill up front. They've got the ability to score anywhere on the rink. We saw kind of a shallow angle shot, and then Isley was able to knot it at 2 when he went off the post. You know, for me, the Eagles move the puck so well. I like their defensemen. They are very solid back there. They win their battles. They move the puck, and I think for Stillwater, it's don't get into a run-and-gun type of game, but they do like to regroup, do a good job of it, find some space in the neutral zone, and their zone entry is pretty good. And I think, though, the EP defensemen have been doing a very good job of getting the puck off the end boards, moving it, and getting it out of there. So then they let the big guys up front take care of business. Jensen, Rudrud, and everybody else. Jones, go through the whole list.
Taking the face off here, Jensen. And he will win it. Draw it up quickly there to Drew Holt. Jensen again. Shot saved there, and I don't know if he really got a shot off there.
He's looking for the Hattie.
He's looking to do it early here for the Eagles into the neutral zone, played by Arden Singer. Forced to regroup now are the Eagles. And that will give the chance for the Ponies a chance to play it out. They won't be able to clear it out right now, though. Back behind the net there is Will Height. And now the Ponies will get it out and play it up here to number 22, Wyatt Wasco, who sends a shot wide, and Wells will pick it up. That's Ronnie Dunner now here intercepted by Will Height. Will Height has a streaky Drew Holt with him, and there's Jensen to send it in towards net. Good job by the Pony defense here early on. And now the Ponies will send it out in, and Bullis will force to be played with his glove. And now Eagles struggling a little bit here. Good forecheck here early by the Ponies, keeping the puck in their own offensive zone. And now the Eagles will clear it out with Will Height. Will Height will dump it down. Brown will play it, and the Eagles will change quickly here. And it is going to be played out to the boards. Intercepted there by Keegan Langfels. Trying to work it around here, but the Ponies pick it up and intercept and trying to clear it out. They can't quite do it. Now they will get it out into the neutral zone, but quickly tried to play it back was Langfels. And now Bullis will play it. And Middlestat through the neutral zone now. Still with the puck on his stick. And he will keep it now, and he'll doing a good job keeping that puck on his stick, not allowing the Ponies to poke it away from him. Trying to go back door there was John Middlestat, but Brown quickly slid over, took that away from him. And now here come the Ponies with an opportunity to Tusi. And coming back now quickly the other way are the Eagles. Nice rink wide pass to Spencer Rudrud. Rudrud, nice little drop pass there to Middlestat. Shot save, rebound comes out. Ponies will send it down. That'll be icing against the Ponies here with 14:21 to go.
Great opportunity there for the Eagles, and Brown, who's been steady here tonight. He's so far turned aside 20 of 23 shots. Keeps his team in it. They're down 3-2, and there's been, the Jensen opportunity early. That couple of opportunities right there. And when you watch Luke Middlestat on that rush up the ice, does so many things well. We'll get into him a little bit later. Back to the action. And pass there. You're good in your own zone, and many of you know. But if you launch it with the hand out of your zone, it's touched by one of your players in the neutral zone or further down, it's going to be whistled down every time.
Face-off going to be drop picked up by the Ponies. With it, there is Logan Huber. Quickly turned back away by Arden Singer. And it's going to be sent back in. Bullis plays it. Quickly, the Eagles now trying to rotate it out, and they will clear it out finally with Carson Jones. Jones will give chase and win the race to the puck. Behind the net there of Brown. Good job there, Carson Jones. Centering pass, shot was not there. And the Ponies come away with it. Here's Joe Raleigh. He'll take a shot. Bullis can't quite get it. Rebound comes out into the corner. Scrum 4 picked up, though. As 2 Eagles are in the area, and they'll clear it out. And now forced to go back the other way. Now are the Ponies, and now they'll come after they regroup with Wyatt Wasco. And an icing there. So 13:06 to go. And a face-off coming to the right of Ben Bullis.
Make that the left. His other left, his other right. That's all I got for you on that one. Luke Middlestad back on the ice. I want to talk about him a little bit. You know, he's got such a good blend of physical play, good defending, offensive skill. He's just a 10th grader, and he has such an incredible ceiling, and his compete level, something you can't teach. He just has it, and he delivers.
Back through here, Jack Jensen. Clayton Schultz trying to work it around now. Drew Holt, drop past, look to Wilhite, out in front. Wilhite can't quite bury that one. Jensen there, though, to quickly keep control for the Eagles. That shot set high off the mark. Their point shot coming there from
Nice stick
Luke
save there by
Middlestad.
Brown as he saw it at the last second and turned it off the stick and off the glass.
And that will be an icing there. With 12:23 to go. And, you know, it shows, though, too, not just with John or Luke, you know, both kind of have that high energy motor that Casey kind of possessed a little bit for the Eagles. And it kind of shows when you have a big brother like that to look up to, and you see how hard he's working, how big of a motor he has. It kind of shows what you need to do.
Well, don't forget about Casey, who's
Yeah.
marching along in the show. You know, Nick Sealer was a healthy scratch today for the Minnesota Wild, but there could have been 3 Eden Prairie Eagle players on the ice,
Yep.
conceivably at one time.
Rao, Middlestad, and Sealer.
I mean, think about that in Minnesota high school hockey history. Can you think of a team, a school where you could say that that's ever happened? I don't think so.
No, not that I can think of. And now here come the Ponies out with it. He shoots, he scores! He goes, little backhand.
There's that skill I'm talking to you about with this team. They do such a nice job, John.
And Isley again.
Now he's on the off wing, and then he just protects, gets his rear end between the defenseman and the puck, and waits for the wickets to open up and buries. Now the Eagles have had an answer after every Stillwater goal. 11:31 to go here in the second period. Let's see if they have one right here. Shaping up to be a high-scoring affair.
Isley, that's his second goal of the game now, so we got Jack Jensen and Adam Isley. There's a near turnover opportunity there for Wilhite. Both with 2 goals for their respective teams. And Jensen doing a good job there with his stick, keeping the play alive in the Eagles' offensive end, trying to break out, do the Ponies, and now they will.
Snuffed out at the line.
But here we go, 3-on-1. Jensen to Wilhite back. Oh, trying to get it on the stick of Drew Holt, just couldn't quite do it. And a good job by the Ponies defense there to not allow Holt to score.
Looked like it rolled up on him there.
Jensen had a turnover. Now he'll get his stick back onto it. And now they'll get it up to Drew Holt. And now with it, Ardensinger off to Holt. Got saved there by Brown on the shot of Kai Stansberry.
Great shift, great answer by the Jensen line there. After the team was scored on, they came out and nearly generated on that 3-on-2. Maybe one pass too many. Hindsight's always 20/20 from up top.
Faceoff going to be won by Wills, but not able to clear it out. There is Keegan Langfels pinches in to play it. And here come the Ponies now with a 3-on-2 opportunity, but quickly the defense for the Eagles is there. Loose puck out in front, picked up though, and now sending it back the other way. Here comes Carter Batchelder, had an opportunity, but good defense there by the Ponies. Out in front they work it, tries to get a shot, couldn't quite get the shot away, and that's going to be sent down, and Bullis going to play it.
How's that cough treating you?
To Langfels.
Nothing worse, is there, than the nagging cough.
9:34 to go. Picked up by Middlestat. Middlestat works it up to Langfels. Langfels out to Batchelder. Shot sent wide. Picked up though by Rudrud into the corner. Tried a centering pass. Not there. Eagle player goes down. A little slow to get up. It was number 22, Carter Batchelder. Now the Eagles will touch up and be onside. Back behind the net there, Bullis will play it. To his own guy, Alex Ardensinger. Ardensinger now wraps around to Rudrud. Rudrud plays it up. Tries to go to Garrett Smith. Couldn't. Joe Raleigh picks it up here. Centering pass there for Raleigh, it wasn't home. And now the Ponies will send it around. And back into their own end as he couldn't quite hold the line there. Wiley will play it, intercepted though by John Middlestat.
Beautiful job there by Middlestat. Gets a stick out, wins a little poke check, and gets it to the corner.
Smith to Middlestat. Working a nice pass in there. Ardensinger takes a shot, saved there by Brown.
That one might have missed the mark, but they gave the Eagles the credit for the shot. Padding the stats there for the Ponies goaltender a little bit. Why not? Right? 3-3 here with 8:12 to go in the second period. Quite the hockey game going on from the St. Croix Rec Center.
And that shot deflected up into the netting there. And it will come out. (28-12) the shots here.
A little bust a move action, is that what this is? Huh. I'll take you all the way back.
Jensen.
You weren't even born. Were you? What year were you born?
88.
Ooh, I was right. Maybe.
Jensen trying to hold the line, can't do it. Now they'll force to play into the neutral zone. Isley with it now for the Ponies. He works it around to his teammates here. And they try to get something going into from the neutral zone. Ducey will send it in. Bullis will stop it and play it.
Ooh.
Holt can't.
You got rolled at the line.
And now coming back the other way. Led by Luke Middlestat of the Eagles here with Will Height. And Jensen down in the corner. Forcing the Ponies to try to clear it. Couldn't do it though. Jensen, nice pass out to it's Clayton Scholes. Hard point shot there by Ardensinger up into the netting.
We'll take a look at this one on replay, and you'll see how the focus that your goaltender has to give here. Ardensinger will end up getting the puck here at the top of the right point after that little collision in the corner. And you'll see him lurking right there. Not a lot of room. The wing gave him time, and he could load it up, but he had a stick there. Fortunately, the goaltender could see it. Had there been a little bit more of a screen, it could have been a little bit more difficulty for him. Ooh, off the draw, Batchelder.
Batchelder had it there Had a shot there, and now here it goes. Batchelder had it on his stick again, couldn't quite do. Eagles push it in. They're offsides. They touch up. They're good to go. Here come the Ponies trying to break it out. That is number 4, Cooper Wiley.
Oh.
Still can't get it out. Good aggressive play here by the Eagles, forcing the Ponies to play in their own end, and that's one way you can keep the Ponies from scoring, is if you don't let them get down in the offensive zone. That's sent wide.
Because when you do, they know what to do with it. They've been proving that here all night long.
Batchelder touched it. That will not be icing due to that. Brown doing a good job quickly getting over.
Yeah, Rudrud had a chance if he could have gotten there.
There's a shot sent high of the mark. There, now John came off a Spencer Rudrud stick. Now Mark's Ardensinger. Ardensinger tried to center pass. No one was there. Stillwater player wanted a penalty there. Physicality picking up a little bit here.
Intensity as well. With physicality comes intensity.
Drop pass there. Good. Good read there by Bullis. Got him sliding the wrong way. Couldn't quite bury it though. There's a shot save. Rebound out. No, and the
Two
net
good
is
saves
loose.
in a row. Watch Bullis here. They nearly had him when they snuck this one first. Right through. He's kind of prone there through the crease area. Then it comes back up to the blue line. And there's, again, traffic in front of the Eden Prairie goaltender. Sees it through, keeps the stick on the ice, turns it aside. Then he has to make a recovery save there, and he does. And keeps that one out of the net.
So 4:54 to go. And it's going to be Jensen taking this face off and winning it against Stengel. Stengel plays it. Jensen has the puck now. Got it up the hole. Holt couldn't quite hold it. And now the Ponies will come back with it into their own offensive zone. Holt now picks it up. Holt out to Wilhite. Wilhite now gets the blue line. Nice little drop pass there. Shot sent wide off the stick of Middlestad. And back the other way come the Ponies. There's a shot sent wide. Picked up though at the blue line by number 39, Joe Manning. And now Jensen gets it up to Wilhite, but the Ponies will get it as couldn't quite hold it on his stick enough. And out to the neutral zone it comes now by number 13, Evan Murr. And no icing there. Bullis played it back behind the zone net to Middlestad. Middlestad up to Rudrud. Rudrud up to Jensen. Here's Jensen making a bid for a hat trick. Shot set high there. Off the mark as that was, looked like it was Rudrud from Jensen there.
Hit someone's stick in the middle.
And the Eagles trying to change, so are the Ponies. And now playing it, Garrett Smith. Ponies will pick it up. Cooper Wiley to Logan Huber. And now back the other way come the Ponies with it, Garrett Aarons. And it doesn't quite get out. Here's an opportunity shot set into the netting there off the stick of Cooper Wiley.
That might have been a save by Bullis. They're going to keep it inside. Got a piece of that one. Nice job with the blocker pad. Take a look at this one on replay, John Sands. Turned it away. Nice job by the Eagle netminder. Shots on goal, 30-15 now in favor of Eden Prairie.
I think that hit Ardensinger in the leg.
Okay. We'll go with that. I give the goaltenders the benefit of the doubt.
Out in front they go.
Unlike you.
Cameron Langfels to Ardensinger. That's Batchelder who did a good job forcing the puck back into the corner. Picked up now by Jones. Jones trying to wrap around. Batchelder was there, but the Ponies pick it up. And in control, Cooper Wiley. There's a turnover shot, save there. Out in front off the Carson Jones stick. And the Ponies are going to come the other way with it now. Out to Arden Singer, who sends it back, and the Ponies have to retreat to Joe Raleigh. Good defense hold there by Cameron Langfells.
You know, there hasn't been a penalty in this period so far. Had a couple in the first, and it's been infraction-free, hard-playing game here, but very clean.
Gets into Will hard angle shot, not there on the mark. And now they tried to go to Holt in the middle of the ice. He had it tipped off his stick. Stillwater has it in their own zone. Now the Eagles
Great
come
battle
off it.
and win there by Cam Langfels, by the way.
Jensen to Holt. And now back the other way come the Ponies. And offsides is called.
Just a couple of seconds ago, previous to that offsides, we had two Stillwater Ponies in deep off the end boards with Cam Langfels, who stepped up and won that battle, got his feet moving quickly, advances the puck ahead, and was able to clear the zone and give his club a chance. Now 1:25 to go in the second, still tied at 3.
That was Keegan Langfels who had that one. There's a shot. Ooh, little knuckler there on the stick of Rudrud. Looks like it got deflected. Rudrud now has it back behind the net of Brown. Back pass, no one home but the Ponies. Picked up there by Noah Tusi as we approach under a minute to go here now in the second period. And out to the neutral zone to Luke Middlestat. John Middlestat now up to Luke. Luke works it up to Garrett Smith. Garrett Smith tried to find Rudrud. Rudrud forgot the puck, but he quickly recovered. Here's Rudrud centering pass to Middlestat. Got the shot off. Puck loose out in front, and Brown was able to deflect that one away. And
that was right on the doorstep, John.
And here comes Isley with it for the Ponies, who has 2 goals. Nice save by Bullis. Eagles send it down. 3, 2, 1. That'll do it. After 2, it's tied at 3.
That's right, John Sands. After 2, we're tied at 3. Eden Prairie and Stillwater. Should make for a very exciting third period between these two clubs. And, you know, Stillwater has had their moments and their opportunities here in this period. Eden Prairie has been really strong off the end wall and creating all sorts of troubles for the Pony defense. They've been good off the rush, too, as well. It's going to be probably more of the same, kind of mentioned. You know, as a matter of fact, we didn't see a lot of penalties in that period. I don't think we're going to see much of that in the third unless they're the incidental trips or whatever. But they're playing hard, but they're winning their battles, and they're matching up pretty well here tonight from the St. Croix Rec Center.
All right, and we'll come back here after a couple words from some of our sponsors. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Here, once again, thank you for tuning in to Eden Prairie Eagles hockey, brought to us by Tria and Shirts Unlimited.
And don't forget about Tradition
Companies, yes.
TraditionCo.com. You can check them out there. And also Tavern 4 and 5. Green Mill.
Good food there at Tavern
Tria.
4 and 5. I've had that before.
And Walzer Toyota. We'll be back with more right after this. Periods on our Minnesota high school hockey coverage, and are pleased to be joined by Tradition Capital Bank's Scott Boyning. Scott's the market president for Tradition Capital Bank. And Scott, you got quite the thing going on here. Can you kind of give us an overview on Tradition Capital Bank? What is it? How many employees, future offices, or what you have for offices and future growth?
Sure. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for the opportunity. Church Capital Bank was a de novo bank in July of 2005. Today, 13 years later, we're about $700 million in assets, so a nice sized bank. Main locations in Edina, Minnesota. We have a full service bank in North Oaks, and possibly going to the West Metro in 2019.
Oh, really? Can you give us any nibbles of what you're thinking, or
just growing the franchise? We've got a lot of clients and referral partners out in that area, so that way we'll be able to service the entire Twin Cities metro.
Boy, that's fantastic. So you'll have all angles covered there. From your bank, I personally bank with you.
Thank you.
And I love it. It's very efficient, very impressive. The staff is great, and all of the services are fantastic for me from a business perspective. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes your bank unique?
Yeah, we really focus on the relationship banking model, which is really getting to know our clients. So we're more positioned as a private bank, which means a lot of different things to different people, but really what we're focused on is larger relationships, less customers, more service. Kind of the old school way of doing banking. We sit down, meet with an individual, talk about themselves and their business and how we can help them. If it's over a cup of coffee or if it's at the bank or at their business, it's the face-to-face handshake type relationships we have. That I think in this day and age in banking kind of sets you apart with some of the big guys.
The big out-of-the-box chain type banks we've seen. But the other thing is how much has that, do you think, contributed to your future growth out to the West, and also your $750 million in assets, that type of strategy? How much has that played into it?
It's a very important part of our strategy. We're 99% referral based, so great clients like you telling other people, that's the best way for us to grow. We've been organic growth from day one, hiring good people and taking care of our clients, and that's how we continue to kind of see our growth going forward.
Now, we know the economy has been soaring and the stock markets have been incredible, and it's been, for a lot of people, a good year. How has the year been for Tradition Capital Bank?
It's been another strong year. We've had about organically about $100 million of growth year over year for the last 4 years, and a lot of that is attributed to the overall economy in the Twin Cities and Minnesota market and the real estate market. Obviously, lately rates have gone up a little bit, but we still feel there's a lot of strong growth in the new housing, new construction area going into next year. But we also, we're getting larger as a bank, we're getting more diversified. So seeing businesses grow, need for capital, and with rates going up, we're also paying a little bit more on deposit rates, which correspondingly kind of can help or hurt your margin depending on how you're doing.
In terms of, we kind of touched on a little bit about word of mouth and your relationships and those kinds of things, but what is one of the things that you do to, beyond that, to compete with the larger big name banks that you see the signs everywhere?
Yeah, for us, it's try to make banking simple and quick turnaround. We're locally owned and operated, so we make decisions here locally really quickly. Term sheets usually within 24 hours for a loan. Deposit accounts we can set up very efficiently, very fast. Technology is a game changer. I think that's the great equalizer in banking going forward. So we continue to invest in technology to help make it easier for our clients and their businesses to do business with us.
Now, we do know that technology is part of everything, and there are some tools out there that people employ in every aspect of business. What have you done on the banking side of things to utilize that?
For us, it continues to be, I think, paramount is the security side, and we continue to make investments in security. You're seeing a lot of fraud, cybersecurity, things like that in the news. And then mobile apps, continuing to make our mobile app the best we can to make it easy, taking a picture of your check to make a deposit so you don't have to come in, moving money. We're also researching additional ways for people to be able to move money easier.
Yeah.
You've heard of Zelle and different things like that. I think you're going to continue to see that. Fintech's a big word these days, but more innovations in technology will help banks like us compete with the bigger banks. Because if you can combine the relationship plus the technology, that's really tough to beat, I think. So, kind of be a fast follower, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? You don't need to invent the wheel, you just need to modify it.
Exactly. And that's, banks of our size, I think that's kind of the golden rule going forward is make sure you have the products and services, but combine that with the true relationship banking model.
Any last words you have for our listeners?
We'd love to help you. We're here in Edina and North Oaks. If you're looking for a locally owned, operated bank, we'd love to take the time to meet for coffee and see how we can help you.
I second that motion. Make the call. That's Scott Boyning. He's the market president from Tradition Capital Bank. And once again, they're a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Prairie High School hockey continues here from the Rec Center, and we're joined by Walser Toyota's Doug Sprinthal. And once again, this store couldn't be any more beautiful, Doug. And you know, high school hockey's on the air. It's always a great day for that.
Yeah, it really is, and we're a big supporter of high school hockey. Andrew Walser, one of the two brothers that owned the company, was a star at Edina. I think that his goals against is getting better as he gets older. Is that possible? The statistics might change?
Typically, you'll take the dot, the two after the dots, and they get smaller, but he's just taking the big number and making that one smaller.
Yeah, that's right.
Andrew Walser and I went to high school together.
Oh, you did?
He was 86, I was 85. Great guy, and it's been really amazing to watch how this whole organization has really grown in the Twin Cities. And you guys have, I think, some great sales strategies that are working.
We really do, and not to sound like this is the Andrew Walser show, but he was the guy that started it, 17 or 18 years ago. We used to be a negotiating dealership group just like everybody else. And Andrew was smart enough to see the future, I think, and the internet and what it was going to do to our business. And we went to a commission-free, non-negotiating sales strategy. The first couple of years were rough, but then once people figured out what we were trying to do, it's really, really popular. There's no more arm wrestling. We put the prices on the internet and on the cars so people really can spend their time doing what they should be doing, which is picking out the right car.
Well, what's really great to promote that concept is when you walk into this store, I see tons of round tables with 4 chairs and salespeople walking with iPads or Microsoft Surface. And it's one of those things where it's less combative, maybe. It's a little more open to being comfortable.
You notice that we're sitting in one of the, I think it's the only closed office on the show floor. And this is the general manager's office. This is where he counts the money. I'm just kidding. The sales managers sit usually kind of on the show floor with the salespeople. Because really, when they get managers involved in deals, it's about selection or maybe monthly payment, that sort of stuff. It's not trying to talk somebody into doing something they don't want to do. And it really fits well with Toyota's strategy as well. Toyota fits the sales strategy almost perfectly, I think.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, when the Walsers bought this store, we were, I think, dead last in the metro. It was over in Southtown. This is the 4th move in 20 years. And we're usually number 2 or number 3 in the whole north central region. That's Illinois, Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah. So we haven't hit number 1 yet, but we're sure trying. And it's been a huge improvement. Part of it's the facility, but I really think that the biggest thing is the experience people get here. It's so much better than it used to be.
So if I'm looking for a car and I'm looking to shop and I'm looking at a Toyota, what will my experience be from start to finish? I come in, I pick out my car, the financing process, and then how about the support on the back end with service and that?
That's really an interesting question. Usually the shopping starts on the internet, so we try to give as much information to customers before they even come in. And we find a lot of them make selection. You mentioned the finance process, and I'm glad you brought it up because I would have forgot about it. We eliminated the traditional finance office years ago because it was a bad customer experience. We sell a lot of cars here. Our store will sell, give or take, 7,000 cars out of this store every year. And even though we had good finance people, there was always a bottleneck, especially on Saturdays. So people would, agree to buy a car and then wait for 4 or 5 hours. It was terrible. So we thought, let's develop a system where the salespeople can handle the whole finance transaction sitting with the customer. So if you find a car you like here, and say yes, our goal is to get you out of here in 30 minutes or less. We don't always get there, but it's a really quick process. That doesn't mean that the selection process is 30 minutes. That can go on for
But that's
hours
up to you,
or
the
days.
buyer, too.
Right. But it's just, we're consumers too, and once we say we want something, we want it. So we've set that up to do that here.
Well, what's great about that is you take the variable out of the Saturday. Let's say you come at 4 o'clock and it closes at 6. It's a hard close, or someone does stick around. But you have to have someone come back on Monday, and then it becomes an elongated deal.
If you're at 6:05 that wants to buy a car, we'll stay open.
Okay, well, good. Just making sure, so nobody's running out. So, but it's a totally different process, and it's very comfortable. It's welcoming. And you know what I always notice whenever I come in this store? It's busy. There's always people. There's ample people to help and serve the customers as well. I think that's a key component too. You don't have to stare around and wait for anybody to come assist you as well.
Yeah, that's true. We do lose people out on the lot. It's about 7 acres of cars out there, and sometimes in the summertime people wander around going, I'm going to get help, and occasionally they have to wander inside. We try to prevent that, but we're not always perfect.
And then finally, from a service perspective, what do you have going on here?
Well, the service operation, it's like the military back there, because we've got 45 service bays, and we're open from early in the morning till late at night. And just the number of staff that it takes to manage that and call people back, because that's really what people want, is quick answers. We do have shuttle services if you don't want to hang out and wait. The lounge actually is really nice. And we made a multi-$1,000 investment in coffee. So we don't have dealership coffee. It's actually that you'd want to drink. So
Imagine.
All right, here we are, started a third period here for the Eagles and the Ponies.
Look at that, we were rocking the business there. Took it up to the nubs.
Why
not?
Will Height has it there.
They have the 2 ZAM system here, which is just awesome.
Well, I think everyone just wants to get this game done with.
You saw a
get this
tweet
game
on the
moving.
EP Boys page in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, got to give the students credit over there on that far side. They're still hanging with their buddies.
Oh, yeah,
Well, it's not like it's midnight or anything,
No.
but it's going to probably be that by the time we all get home, though. Won't it?
Yeah. Well, it's only 10 o'clock, so. I mean, it looked like.
What are the odds that some of the plows will get out here? I don't know.
High.
I don't think so.
Some, but maybe not on the back roads yet. Some of the main roads
I
will
like
try
the
to get
snow
done.
on those icy roads. I drove into one parking lot today, and I pulled out the skates and laced them up. It was unbelievable.
That's how I felt yesterday at Ridgefield.
Oh, I know. You nearly bit it on that sidewalk. Again, Brown makes the save. We've been saying that a lot here tonight. So far, he's seen 32 shots. Ben Bullis, 16 on the other end for Eden Prairie.
Good play off the boards by the Ponies, but the Eagles were able to read it out. Now they'll get it out to the neutral zone. Takedown, net goes loose, and net.
Goodness, let's take a look at that on replay. A Pony player went heavy into the boards, and he's down right now. Right there, they both go down, boom, right into the boards. He's up, he's fine.
Just a little shaken up there, obviously, as he went hard into the boards. I think he might have caught some of the net, too.
A shoulder hit the post for sure. One of the two, Argent Singer, I think might have been through there first, and then they both just sort of rode heavily into the wall. Skating under his own power at a nice tempo. All good there.
That is Cooper Wiley there, number 4. Great to see him back.
Solid player for this Pony edition.
Good to see him skate off though under his own power after taking a little hard into the boards there. Taking this face off is going to be John Middlestad, and winning it, he took that face off against Alexander Wells for the is out in front. Shot, score! Right there it goes. Spencer Rudroot, his second of the game. 4-3 Eagles. We'll take a look at that one.
Well, Rudroot again in a dangerous area right in the slot. John Middlestad did whatever he could going down, makes the play. And then Rudroot just gathers it in, dents the twine. 4-3 now, Eagles. Now the Ponies, they've had an answer for every Eagle tally, so let's see what happens here.
Could that be Rudroot from
John Middlestad will get one of them.
And John Middlestad again, because he kind of passed it to himself as he fell down, and then he passed it over to Rudroot.
Interesting. Garrett Smith picks up the secondary. Middlestad, the primary assists on that goal. So they didn't hand out the dual assist to one player that you were looking for, John. Nice job up at the line. Busy stick.
Physical play continues here. Ponies get it up into their zone by Rusky. Couldn't quite hold it though. There's Isley. Isley dropped back pass to Murr. Back up here to Rusky, who sends it into Isley. Isley tries to send it towards the net. Couldn't quite get it there though. Here come the Eagles out with it. There's Jensen skating through. Jensen to Drew Holt out to Wilhite. Shot saved there. Brown, oh, nice little diving effort there by Brown.
Watch this entry right here. This was something else. Jensen, what he does so well, loves to get speed through neutral, gets it, leaves it off to the left wing side. They've got the weak side trailer. They're up top of the slot with Jensen going to the net looking for the extra rebound, the loose change, if you will, and there was none to be had. Couldn't dig into the sofa and get any because Brown took it all.
Wilhite. But looked like he was trying to go to Jensen there, maybe, and out comes Isley now with it for the Ponies. Oh, they shoot, they score! Back door, it's there. And just like that, the Ponies respond.
The answer. Are we talking about the answer? The Ponies have had something the whole night. Watch this one. This was a developer across the line, and they left him go. Oops, forgot something there, and Bullis puts that one away. I think for the Ponies, that was Joe Stengel. Yep.
And we'd like to give a few shout-outs to a few people watching here today. Bart Archer, one of them. Patrick Lilly.
Is Bart still with us? Or is he fetal position?
Those are a few of the MN Hockey TV crew members that weren't able to make the trip down
here,
for us. But yeah, it started yesterday with Holy Angels and Hopkins. Continuing today, Thursday.
Got a pair.
Yep.
We got Middle St. Margaret's and Chaska, Edina, and Eden Prairie. Saturday, we've got 3. Holy Armstrong Cooper opens up today. Then a pair of night games in on goal with Bullis making the save. Couple of night games. It'll be obviously the big one. 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a good one. Edina Tonka again. And then we're going to have Eden Prairie playing host to the Middle St. Margaret's Red Knights. And if you could care less about high school hockey, you can come to the Midwest Wrestling's Elite Professional Wrestling at Champions Hall that yours truly is,
I'll be there.
Owning and, I don't know why, and promoting.
Yeah, I'll be
I know
there
why.
for
It's
that
a lot
one.
of fun, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Storytelling at its best. If you have a sense of humor, you'll thoroughly enjoy the high-flying product that we put out.
Rudder takes a shot. That's deflected
Boy, that
high
nearly,
into the corner.
He was trying to label that shelf.
Coming out with it now is Garrett Smith. Smith checked off the puck, and the Ponies will get it out to the neutral zone, but not before Keegan Langfells can get there to play it.
This Pony team is well coached. They're disciplined. They know what to do.
Intercepted here by Rudrud. Nice drop pass there to Middlestat. He goes down, and we're going to get a penalty here against the Ponies.
Just butchered across the top of the slot. There was a glove that came off, and it wasn't the glove of John Middlestat. Rather, it was the man who committed the infraction for the Stillwater Ponies, Ryan Reske. 13:03 to go. Power play now for the Eagles, looking to recapture the lead. They've led at 2-1, 3-2, 4-3. Trailed at 1-0. It's like a NASCAR Daytona game match race with all of the lead changes.
Yes. Middlestat out to Holt. Back to Middlestat. Now out to Jensen. 3 high across the top. Now they're going to cycle through. Jensen's going to keep the puck, drop it back to Holt. Jensen's going to recoil through. They're trying to go over there to him. He got Middlestat with him now to Jensen. Now to Middlestat there. Middlestat, Jensen and Middlestat shot, save, rebound comes out. Stillwater sends it into the corner. Holt picks it up. This is Luke Middlestat. There to Jensen now. From Holt. Out in front. Oh, they had it there. Did Wilhite. Just couldn't quite lay his stick on it. Now this is John Middlestat out to Jensen, to Luke, to John, to
Good
Jensen,
luck with that.
now to Holt. Whole lot of, this is what you like to see though too. A lot of
Great puck movement.
puck move, making that goalie go side to side quickly.
There's a difference between puck movement with
He scores! Drew Holt gives the Eagles the lead on the power play.
There's a difference between puck movement and stationary. I mean, it sounds crisp and good when you're just throwing it back and forth. But the movement that the Eagles showed on this power play, all 5 players, terrific. And you can see right there, finally Holt gets it in the slot area, delivers the goods. And the 4th lead the Eagles have had. They've only enjoyed a 1-goal lead, and they've been brief. So let's see what happens here.
Here we go again, opportunity, but quickly snuffed out there by the Ponies. And a good job keeping the zone, though, are the Eagles. Isley will play it out, though. Off the boards and picked up now. Forced to recover, but Isley will get to it. He'll take a shot. Good defensive play there.
He's been an Eagle killer here tonight.
By Cameron Langfelds, though, to get a body in front of that shot by Isley, who's looking for his 3rd.
Well, the linesman got in a really rough spot there. This whole battle on the boards were going there because that clearing attempt hit him. Wow, big check on Keegan Langfells off the end boards.
Now with it in control there by Murr. And he scores! Does Evan Murr. And you brought it up briefly, and now, once again, the Ponies tie it up at 5.
Pulled out the handcuffs here as you'll see that Bullis was handcuffed off this shot. It got underneath his glove and between the pad and into the back of the net.
And here we go again, back and forth, high-scoring affair here from the St. Croix Valley Rec Center.
We are tied again.
Dumped in there by Aritz.
Was this thing going to go to overtime?
No.
Well, it's been tied so long. I mean, the leads for either edition, one for the Ponies, have been so short-lived.
Oh, they're just going right to a shootout.
Oh, yeah. Right, the skills competition.
Yep, the save streak. Singer plays it up to Stansberry, who plays it into the neutral zone, and the Ponies will send it back in now. 9:55 to go. Picked up, though, by the Ponies out in front. Bullis gets a pad. The puck the ref lost sight of the puck. That's why the whistle blew. He did what he was supposed to do.
Little hug there. Singer goes with the side headlock and a twist.
He was just asking, what's there to eat around here when the game's done?
Plenty
It's
of
going to be so
opportunities
done.
right here. You know, the fact of the matter is that was a quick whistle. And that was a benefit for the Eagles because that thing was rattling around in the slot area. It could have been some trouble.
Out here, good played up there by Luke Middlestat. Here it comes. Here comes Wilhite with it now. Wilhite skids to the middle. Good defense, though, by the Ponies at number 39, Joe Manning. Keeping his body between Middlestat and the puck, not allowing him to have a good shot on net there. Holt picks it up now. Nice stop there to Wilhite. Wilhite takes a shot, save there by Brown.
More chances for the Eagle as John Sands coughs in your ear. I'm going to have to disinfect that headset. I've actually got something I'd love to say, but I can't. We'll keep it a family show here. Sometime I'll tell you what I did to a guy who was working at the in radio. It was something. He didn't think it was funny.
All right, put back to action here now. Puck played up by Garrett Smith. They can't quite keep possession. Now they won't either. And here comes Isley with it. Oh, good opportunity
Isley's
there.
speed is just too much. He gets wheeling, and it's trouble.
Back come the other way to Rudrud. Rudrud gets it up to John Middlestat. Puck kept alive, though, by Keegan Langfells in the offensive zone for the Eagles. Who, as we said earlier in the broadcast, is wearing number 24 today instead of number 4. And now Raleigh plays it up for the Ponies to Roski. Stillwater had the guy open over there. It's Aarons. He got knocked down behind the plate, but he just got on side, and they looked right to him. A shot sent high into the netting here with 8:05 to go. All right, 8:05 to go. Face off going to be taken here by Ruski and by Jones. Ruski for the Ponies. He's going to win it. Back to Raleigh. Raleigh takes a shot. Got his pad out and did Bullis. Wiley has it now. Cycling back behind his own net with right in front of Brown now. They'll go with it. 7:45 to go.
This period's kind of buzzing by here. Kind of getting to crunch time. Big hit in the neutral zone, and that's going to be a penalty coming up to Carson Jones.
No, it is number 20, Kai Stansberry, kind of had his hands up. I thought, by his reaction, I thought they were going to call it on him. But it is Jones, the guilty party. 7:37 to go here. 5-5 game.
I think 2 more goals are going to be scored in this period. I'm calling it. It's definitely a call. I don't know by who, but there will be 2.
Raleigh takes a shot. Puck is loose. And Bullis is there to cover it up. Keep this thing tied.
They cleared out of that crease area pretty quickly, especially this time of the game. They're not going to get the sticks up as much as you might see earlier on in a game, and being short-handed.
Bill Stengel taking the face-off here for the...
Ooh, they tried to sneak Holt out, and they got away with it. Off came Rudrud.
Raleigh has it at the point. There's a shot off the blocker of Bullis into the corner. It's played. Stengel working it around now. Looking to get to Isley. Now to Stengel. Back to Isley, but he just fanned on it a little bit, and Tosi picks it up for the Ponies. Now to Isley, out to the point to Raleigh. Good puck movement here by the Ponies as well in their power play here. Jensen has it. He'll send it down. That's going to go in on Brown. Forces him to go down. Good play by Brown to play it up, and they're going to get called.
Went up over the bench area.
Over the bench, yeah.
Well, speed is a big component, obviously, to the penalty kill, and you saw Drew Holt forced that play right there, and then stepping up in the play after clearing it off the end boards was Jack Jensen, and he was right up in the play quickly. Get up and down the ice in a hurry. Don't over pursue. Take angles, take lanes, and that's exactly what they did. .114 to go on the Stillwater power play. 6:50 to go here in the period.
Face-off won by the Eagles. They'll send it down. And it's going to be picked up by Wiley. Good to see him back out there after taking that spill earlier.
He's made some nice plays. No worse for the wear.
And back up now to Roski. And the Ponies trying to go here with 50 seconds left on their power play. Into the neutral zone it is by Murr. Working a little tic-tac-toe. They couldn't quite do it. Good read there and good play by Rudrud, but now it's quickly sent back the other way by the Ponies. Back in behind the net there is Gunnar Ahrens. With 6 minutes to go here in the third.
Look out.
Shot good. Deflected by somebody in front of Bullis there. He quickly was able to read it though. Fan on a shot there. There's another chance.
Two block shots by the Eagles, giving it up for the squad. Good hockey there. That's going to be nice.
And
oh, they got them in front offside. Fortunate break for the Ponies. Two ways, because if it would have been an icing call, that would have killed off the penalty, but they're going to bring it all the way down anyway. That would have been, they got 1 second to go, and Jones steps back on the ice. It's going to be 5-on-5. With 5:38 to go here in the third period, something's telling me this is going to be tied at the end of regulation. Been saying it for about 17 minutes.
Middleset taking the face off here. And he'll win it. Eagles kill off that penalty. Here's Middleset. Shot save. Rebound comes out. Puck is loose. Brown had no idea where it was. It was at the stick of Joe Raleigh going the other way for the Ponies. And the Eagles will get it out. Stillwater forced to retreat back into their own defensive zone with Raleigh. Raleigh dropped back past to Manning. Tried to go up, picked up by Ardensinger. He can't quite hold it there. Manning able to hold the line. Shot saved by Bullis, and he'll play it into the corner. And now this is John Middleset who will play it up. Looking to go to Garrett Smith. Smith has it now.
Ooh.
Nice little move there. Smith takes a shot sent in and deflected wide. Middleset. Back to Smith. Out into the neutral zone. Neutral part of that big center ice area there.
Middlestead wanted to unload there in the slot. The puck rolled up on him a little bit. Tried to regather, couldn't get it back to center. It goes. Look out, there's a near turnover behind the net.
And no icing there. 4:15 to go now. This period's going by pretty quickly too.
It's buzzing by.
Just like the second did. Wiley has it up here to Isley. There's Isley. And he tried to feed to the center of the ice. Couldn't. Now here come the Eagles the other way, led by Drew Holt. Up to Jensen. Back to Holt. Oh, Holt just over the crossbar there.
Wanted the redirect off the pass from Jensen to the shelf. Just a little too much of the angle over the top of the net.
Isley settles the puck down, gets checked off the puck by Jensen. There's Jensen. Intercepted. Ooh, nice. Good read by Stengel. He fans on his shot. Jensen works it up. Now trying to find Holt. Now to Jensen. He couldn't quite keep it on his stick. And now Ducey has it for the Ponies. Hard slapper. Real shot scored! And the Ponies take the lead.
Well, watch this one, everybody. It's what you do when you get a rebound. Obviously, you go to the net. You'll see the shot that comes through. Stick was available for the Barry, and there you go. There you have it.
I believe that's going to go to Joe Stengel on the goal. We'll see, though. 6-5 Ponies now. And a timeout taken by Lee Smith and the Eden Prairie Eagles.
Yeah, they utilize it. Now they trail for just the second time in this hockey game at 1-0, and now 6-5 here in the third period with 3:14 to go. Shots on goal read 40-25 in favor of the Eagles. They've had some chances here in the third period, both clubs, and it's been the best period by far so far that the Ponies have had is right here in the third period. And the one thing that they know how to do is play positionally. And we'll get a good look to see if they can finish this game the way they started it. Matt Doman is a veteran. Of course, you can recall going back in time, these two teams were part of the Dream State Series together when they were working two teams. I kind of like that angle when they did the two teams because there's two different looks. One on the east side, one on the west side.
The first episode of the current Dream State just aired tonight after the Buffalo
game. Oh, it did. Skips.
And Pete, if you're Lee Smith, what are you telling your team right now, down by 1?
Well, right now it's looks like is it Paul Ranheim that's doing it? Or Gertie? Well, Lee Smith. Now, I don't know. It's pretty simple. You got to get pucks to the net. That's a cliche. You got to get traffic, deflections, win your battles, station to station, get out of your zone, use your speed. You know, I mean, they don't have to change anything. They've scored 5 times. It should be enough to win any game at any level. But right now it's not. I did say I felt there's going to be 2 more goals. So if it goes to Stillwater, it's an empty netter.
Yep.
If it goes to Eden Prairie, they tie it up and we go to overtime. So we'll see.
We'll see how this last 3 minutes and 14 seconds play out. Face-off going to be won and possessed in the neutral zone by nobody. Now it's the Eagles with it. And that's Keegan Langfels. Sent in by Wilhite on Brown. And Logan Hubert plays it out. Out to the point there to Middlestat. Shot set corner there by Langfels. And his feet, here comes Isley with it. Isley's got some speed.
He's been trouble all night long up that right wing side.
And now we're cycling it back around. Joe Manning out to Isley. Now that is Luke Middlestat out there, number 27. Now to Drew Holt. Staying on side.
Busy stick there. Nice job by the Ponies.
Middlestat will play it, wrap it around. Brown will play it.
2:09 to go, John.
Cooper Wiley. Now to Wells. To the point, Jensen takes a oh no, that was Jensen. That was Clayton Schultz. And there's Jensen with it now. Jensen to Holt. Holt will just send it in so they can change. Into the corner, Garrett Smith putting up a scrum for the puck. Out in front, Jensen had it right there. Now they'll work it back around with Rudrud. Out to Ardensinger. Ardensinger winds and fires. Shot off the very active backboards here of the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. It's loose out in front. Rudrud shot set high of the mark.
Keeping our eye on Bolus.
You've got to start working here about that minute or so. You got to start watching him. Ardensinger will play it up here now behind his own net with Bullis still in it. Here come the Eagles. Bullis slowly starts creeping out of his crease.
Oh, nifty dangle by John Middlestat.
Middlestat to Rudrud, back to Middlestat, shot set wide. There it is, empty net down on the other side for
steps
the Eagles.
on.
And now with it, Rudrud. Rudrud tried to work it around. Now they will. They got the skater advantage, but they just can't get the rhythm going right now.
Ponies are defending well.
Middlestat out into the corner to Rudrud. Player goes down loose, puck gets picked up. Here's Isley with it. Can he get a shot away? He will, and there it is. It's 7-5 on Isley's empty netter.
And the hats are flying on the St. Croix Rec Center ice.
Empty netter. 7-5 now. Do the Eagles have a couple of responses in 22 seconds in them?
Nope. Nah. Tough. It's a tough thing to do.
It is tough.
But you play to the final buzzer and see what happens. Ponies kept it to the outside that whole final 2 minutes and didn't give the Eagles much of an opportunity to get anything going toward the slot area. There's a puck in on goal by Holt.
Holt sends it in. Puck played around, now wrapped it around. And Clayton Scholes will pick it up. That'll do it from here. Final score, the Stillwater Ponies 7 and Eden Prairie Eagles 5.
Big win for the Ponies here tonight. They had to wait for a while along with the Eagles to get this thing done, and the two teams combined for 12 markers, and they go ahead and win by a score of 7-5 on home ice. Really good hockey game by the Ponies, John Sands. Eagles as well, they went after it.
It was indeed, and the long trek back begins now, and you know, it was a tough one, and just want to thank everyone who tuned in today, and those of you that couldn't make it out here.
We're definitely glad to be a part of this, Eden Prairie Hockey, and we'll have more stuff coming up for you on Thursday night, a couple of games, one from Braemar Arena and a couple from the Rec Center in St. Louis Park. Benilde St. Margaret's going at it with Chaska, Edina, and these Eagles from Eden Prairie as well. Don't forget about our big Saturday, 3 on tap. Check us out at the mnhockey.tv. That's going to do it. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight at the St. Croix Rec Center. For John Sands, I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.